remember reading that it was originally supposed to be a single role, but you ended up doing so well with it, and you killed it, that they just kept having you as that reoccurring main villain.
It was interesting because, it's right after the Power Station tour, 6 months with John and Andy Saylor and 80,000 screaming topless girls every night. And I this episode came up with Henry Winkler, who I knew was produced MacGyver. A lot of people don't know that.
Yep.
And so I go see Henry at Paramount, and I'm in a white Rolls Royce. I remember distinctly. After the tour, I went mad because it was so fun. It was so crazy. And I arrived on the set in this car with a cigarette, and I drove past the producers' offices, and they took one look at me with the cigarette in the shades and went, "There's our guy." I got it in the parking lot. I got the rolling, and then I did it, and then they got ABC got all these letters, saying, "Who? Yes, please."
Yeah.
Let's see him again. And that was 5 years, and we did it in Vancouver.
And well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, that's right from your neck of the woods, Sherry.
Yeah. I loved it. Love Vancouver. Granville, Sherry, as well. What's that Sutton Place, that hotel in Granville? Do you know it?
Oh, the Sutton Place Hotel, definitely.
Yeah, that's where I stayed for 5 years.
Wow.
It's a great location, right off Robson. It's excellent.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I loved it up there. I really loved it. The weekends, we had so much fun. It was great. Playing Murdoch, incredible. And then to be asked to do the reboot, spectacular.
And we had one of the gentlemen actually who played on the MacGyver reboot not too long ago, and it was kind of interesting because I remember seeing that you had played another character, and I honestly thought, it'd be great if you actually came back as Murdoch in the new versions. Like, why not? It'd be a great tip of the past.
There is a Murdoch.
Yes.
The cast of brilliant actor called David Desmelchian. There's an interesting story there if you want to hear it. When they did the reboot, and they introduced this new guy as Murdoch, fans were really angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so it's not Michael Des Barres.
I watched it and I loved him. I thought he was fantastic. And he's now a good friend of mine. I love the guy. David Desmelchian, brilliant talent. And I tweeted that this guy is fucking awesome.
Wow.
And CBS saw that tweet.
Yeah.
And said, Then the next morning, my agent called me and said, "Okay, so CBS would like you to come on the show." So an act of kindness, you guys out there, an act of kindness made me,
got another part,
financially rewarded, and very happy.
Yes, yeah, and just imagine for him to be able to get that golden thumbs up from you. I mean, just as an actor who is playing a part that was so well played originally by you, I mean, that's the greatest form of acting compliment.
Yeah, he's a really generous guy. I mean, he's extraordinary. He's a family man, 2 kids, beautiful guy, and he watched me as a kid, so it was a huge thing for him. When he was a little teenage kid, looking at Murdoch, thinking, one day, I'll try and kill Richard Dean Anderson. One day, and he got to kill Lucas Till instead.
Yes,
but didn't, of course, succeed.
Yeah,
Michael, I was curious about when you're as an actor, do you when you're on stage as the rock star, you were Michael, the rock star. So when you are performing as an actor, are you that character, or are you Michael holding the machine gun, perhaps? I was just curious what persona you play when you're acting.
When they say action, I say the lines, and when they say cut, I go out, have a cappuccino.
Because I wasn't sure if it's a great form of escaping and becoming a different entity, or if you just
I don't want to escape.
Yeah.
I don't want to escape. It's not. I don't. I get the script. I read the lines. I can do that. It's not that complicated.
I've always
I
got
don't need to escape. I just want to, say the lines, have fun, and get on with it. I don't think, look, I played a gay guy on Roseanne in the 80s, and everybody told me not to do it. And I said, fuck off. This is important. Did it. As a result of that, I was asked to speak at all these gay meetings, these conferences, right? Can you imagine that? And then I thought, well, wait a minute. Would all assassins out there want me to come to an assassin convention and talk about killing people? I mean, acting is bullshit.
Yes.
You say the words, you point the gun, hopefully you have good cheekbones, and you go, and then you go to lunch.
It's interesting.
It's not
Yes,
complicated.
you're very, very convincing.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know that you've said you were the biggest rock. You wanted everyone to believe it. So when you walk in a room, you are the rock star, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean it's just a pose. It's for fun. I'm not serious.
Yeah. There's a confidence. Yeah.
Yes, as you are. I'm sure you have to be looking like that. Yeah. It's very difficult to understand, what stardom is, because it's meaningless. We're all stars. Everybody's a star. Andy was wrong. It's not 15 minutes, Andy Warhol. Yep. It's forever. We're all the same. We all share the same secrets. We all shine the same light. If you want to live that life, it's yours. Take it. In terms of acting, learn the lines. Don't bump into the furniture. That's what Spencer Tracy said about acting. Spencer Tracy, learn your lines and don't bump into the furniture. And that's it.
When I generally see you throughout all the years in your different parts, especially, I'm a big fan of WRKRP in Cincinnati, and you were on both versions again, also the reboot of WKRP, weren't you?
Yes, horrible, dreadful.
Yes.
That was a money job.
But when you always walk on, I always got this feeling, be it whether you're doing music or whether you're acting, it's you. Like you have a part to play, but there seems to be this base ground that has always just been you doing this. Like you've got that.
Yes, I think that's true of anybody that really, I mean, if you've got a forceful personality, or even if you're playing somebody innocent, it's always going to be you. You're going to access your feelings.
Yes.
Humphrey Bogart was Humphrey Bogart, Errol Flynn, whoever it is, Brad Pitt. Is Brad Pitt? Is Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
What is he going to do? Even if he's doing a comedy, he's still got that. That's who he is. You go see that guy. Tom Cruise. But of course, Tom Cruise has played Tom Cruise for 4 years and nothing else. But
yes.
So it's not like it's not like Daniel Day-Lewis or something. Where they're completely lost. You see, there's a difference. I'm not saying what I do, everybody does. Daniel Day-Lewis will stay in that wheelchair for 6 months. And be that guy, that paraplegic guy, and believe it. I presume. Me, I don't want to do that because I want to go back to the hotel and have a laugh and play guitar and talk and and whatever. Zoom.
Yes. Well, and so many actors.
I don't want to be lost. I don't want to be a paraplegic for 6 fucking months.
Yes. And so many of those actors that come out that are the method actors that really delve into that part. I mean, you give them a lot of credit, that the dedication towards it, but this is
bollocks. It's fear.
Is it? I was going to say, because I feel like they put all this dedication into it, but by doing that, I feel like they end up losing a bit of who they are. Where this comes back in circle to what I was saying, where when you walked in, it was you. Like you can feel that persona that again, as Sherry had mentioned, that confidence of walking in. It just seemed very natural for you.
Yeah, well, I never really thought about it other than keep your shoulders back. You know what? I tell you, man, posture is stardom.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
She'll tell you, right, Cherry?
Yep.
Yes.
Posture, shoulders back, head up. Here I am. No excuses.
Amazing.
You want me or what?
First impressions are everything, and that's it.
Absolutely right. The way you walk. I was talking to a young actor the other day, who's really talented and, of course, not working. So he said, so what do you do in these auditions? I mean, do you learn all the lines? Do you pick up an imaginary phone? Do you do? I say none of that matters. The only thing that matters is when you open that door and you walk into that room. That moment is the only moment. The lines, the words, the scene mean nothing. It's who you are at that doorway, in that doorway, standing there in front of 6, 7, 8 people. That moment is key. If you fuck up the seat, doesn't matter, because they will see you. You feel that energy. You feel if somebody can do the role. You feel the confidence. For people to melt into whatever they need. Mm-hmm. It's got nothing to do with the thing itself. And this is what I've learned over the 150 years I've been auditioning. I don't audition anymore, but I spend an awful lot of time auditioning. And I realized early on, you walk in there with confidence, they'll book you because they don't want to worry about actors. They don't want to worry, he's too freaky and he's going to be walking around with that wooden leg, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult.
The other day you posted that you playing that guitar riff. Oh my goodness! You're looking down. You're not looking at the camera, but yet the confidence that you have, because the talent, the gift. I don't know if I wish you could see it from the outsider, but it is amazing. Just you go in there, you do it, and it's done. And everybody. Most people are sheep, and we all need somebody to look up to and emulate and aspire to be. And you are that in every room and every domain that you participated. It's wonderful.
Well, you're so kind to say it. I mean, but I feel like everybody else. I don't feel any different.
No,
I know.
You have.
I tell you what.
Don't. It's learned.
Yeah, and I think it's a gift. I don't feel responsible for that. I mean, I just am that. I just got that gene where, I think it was compensation for not having a family. Thank you, God. You know what I mean? I think I was given the gene to just because it really is. Fuck it, isn't it? I mean, when it comes down to it, what can you lose? You can only win.
Yeah.
No, definitely, because like you said back a few moments ago, is you didn't have your father, then you met him, and then you walked away better than ever because it, it's
you weren't hampered by that.
It's your own trail. It's great, and we all need to start doing that rather than following what's being told to us. It's great. It's inspirational.
It's interesting because there's nobody there that I am very fond of everybody. I just love people. Because even if they're flawed, I love them for their flaws. I mean, I know that I've learned more from the mistakes I've made than any triumphs I've had.
Yes.
When I've fallen on my ass for whatever reason, getting up and standing up again, that is the gift. Getting through the mistakes, getting through the difficulties, seeing the Father for what he is, letting go, and just getting on with the moment and being right here, right now. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of work.
You don't have the ups. Yeah.
Yeah. So, everything is groovy. I mean, I'm so happy. And the documentary, wow. What a wonderful feeling it is to be the most watched documentary when you've got all of these, Slash and all these people. And I think that story has resonated, and I'm not a billion-dollar rock star or actor. I'm not. I'm a working guy, So, it's a great gift. Great gift. The love of people, the people is a great gift.
Yeah, and like you said, the level of trust and the people that are a part of your rockumentary are so amazing to have them putting you up on their shoulders to talk about you, which it's great. And again, I recommend it to anybody. Please buy that. It's good for the soul. It's wonderful.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, they're all great people. They all really care. They're just amazing human beings. And I got lucky, and because a lot of them, I looked at, I've been in 5 or 6 bands, and what it was somebody worked it out for me. 78% of those musicians are dead.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's what I had mentioned.
What part,